There are lots of variables when it comes into your retirement income plan. You really don't know the answer to many of these things, and perhaps the hardest part of planning is preparing for those what-ifs, like what if you live much longer than expected? That's a longevity risk that has to be taken care of, taken account of. What if you or your spouse has a serious health care issue? How are you going to deal with that? And what if the stock market tanks in the first 5 years of retirement? I just read before we went on the air today that the S&P 500 has hit its 50th new all-time high in 2021. That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is an incredible time. But also, as that thing ascends higher and higher,
right.
I think the tension just goes up and up and up amongst people that have money in the market, and they're waiting on that next shoe to drop.
Mm-hmm.
They're waiting on the correction.
So let's go ahead and address, how do you get ready for retirement when the market keeps going up and up and up? Because the concern is, Scott, like you just mentioned, what if the stock market tanks, and what if it goes down significantly during the first 5 years? That really is a danger zone. For the way that most people invest, it would be incredibly problematic. If you go back to, like in 2008, if we'll just use $1 million as the example for easy math on this, if you had $1 million invested, the market's down 40%. Well, now you have $600,000. And if you were right on the precipice of retirement, or worse yet, had just retired, and this happens, then now what? It's a very difficult challenge to overcome, and many people, frankly, don't overcome it. But that is why we don't just do a 60-40 split. That is why we do buckets that are time-bound, and so it doesn't have to impact your income now or in the future when we have a downturn.
Here's what this boils down to. You have to have a strategy that basically steps aside from the timing risk of a bad market.
Yes.
The timing risk is I timed my retirement about the time the stock market tanked, as you said, Scott.
Yep.
And you have to have a strategy and a plan to not be selling assets when they're down in a situation like that. The ready to retire process is structured accordingly.
Want more content like this delivered to your inbox weekly? Visit fastest4.com to learn more.